Sit back, relax, and enjoy listening. The door slams shut behind him. Silence. RK stands in the middle of the room, his hands trembling at his sides. His breath comes out uneven, shallow, as if the air itself refuses to enter his lungs. His body feels heavy, so heavy, like the weight of the whole world is pressing down on him. His mind replays the words. She's scared. She thinks I'll touch her inappropriately. His stomach twists painfully. A sharp, unbearable weight settles in his chest. Why? His lips part, but no sound comes out. His throat burns tight, like something is choking him from the inside. He takes a step back, but his legs feel weak, like they might give up on him at any moment. His back hits the wall. He grips his arms tightly, as if trying to hold himself together. But it's no use. He slides down slowly, helplessly, until he's sitting on the cold floor, his knees pulled to his chest. His fingers clutch at his arms, digging in, but he feels nothing. Just a hollow, endless ache. Tears blur his vision. He doesn't even realize when they start falling. What did I do? He never in his life, looked at a girl the wrong way. Never even thought about it. Then why? His breaths come faster, sharper. His chest heaves, but no matter how much air he tries to take in, it's not enough. He can't breathe. A wave of pure, unbearable fear washes over him. His body shakes. His hands press against his ears as if trying to block out the world. But the words keep echoing inside him, tearing him apart. This world. This cruel, heartless world. He's terrified of it. His whole life, he tried to do the right thing. Be the right person. He never hurt anyone. Never even let a wrong thought cross his mind. But now they think he's the kind of person who would. His body curls in on itself, his fingers tightening around his legs, as if he could just disappear into himself. As if he could escape. A sharp knock. RK's breath hitched. His body tensed. His thoughts splintered, scattered, chaotic. His grip around his legs tightened. His fingers dug into his arms, pressing hard, but he barely felt it. Everything felt distant, like he wasn't really inside his body. The knock came again, louder. His heart pounded, erratic, as a whirlwind of thoughts crashed into him. If he doesn't move, if he doesn't make a sound, maybe they'll go away. Outside, the girl smirks, eyes glinting with amusement as she keeps knocking. RK, she calls sweetly, but there's no real concern in her voice. She waits. Silence. She knocks again. Harder. Still nothing. Then hurried footsteps. Jill and the members rush down the hallway, breathless, their hearts pounding. Jill's eyes dart to the door. It's still closed. A cold, sinking fear grips him. RK should have opened it by now. His hands clench into fists. His mind races. He needs to check on RK. But he can't afford for RK to hear the news. His jaw tightens before he turns sharply to the girl. Get out of here. She raises an eyebrow, a slow smirk forming. Wow. So worried about the news, but not RK. Jill's brows furrow. What? She tilts her head mockingly. He hasn't opened the door. And yet, instead of checking on him, you have time to fight me. Jill's breath catches. His pulse stutters. She's right. His hands shake. A cold chill runs down his spine. His heartbeat roars in his ears as he pounds on the door. RK, open the door. It's me. Nothing. Jill's chest tightens. He bangs harder. RK, please. Answer me. His voice cracks. Still nothing. His breath shudders as he turns back to the girl, eyes burning with fury. I swear to God, if anything happens to my brother, you won't leave this place alive. I promise. He bolted. His feet pounded against the floor. The hallway blurred past him. The only thought in his head. The key. Get the key. Manager. Jill's voice cracked as he turned the corner. His eyes were wild, desperate. The duplicate key. Now. The manager flinched, startled, fumbling with the key cabinet. His hands shook as he searched for the right one. Jill's patience snapped. He snatched the entire keyring from the manager's hands, eyes scanning, searching, breathing ragged. His fingers found it, the one marked with RK's room number. And then he ran again. Faster. Harder. His lungs burned. His legs ached. But he didn't stop. Couldn't stop. His heart slams against his ribs as he jams the key into the lock. His fingers tremble, but he forces the door open. And what he sees? The breath is stolen from his lungs. RK is curled up in the corner, his arms wrapped tightly around his legs, his head buried in his knees, completely hidden. They can't even see his face. But his body, his entire body, trembles violently. Jill's heart stops. The members freeze. Their strong, unshakable RK. Reduced to this. Tears sting their eyes before they even realize they're crying. They don't speak. They can't. Jill steps forward first, slow, hesitant, like he's afraid RK might break apart if he moves too fast. The others follow, their own steps just as unsteady. Then, without a word, they shut the door behind them, blocking out the girl who tries to step in.